Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something really exciting for you. I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful contemporary sofa that looks modern, stylish, and totally professional, right from your own workspace. Couch and lamp hash. You won't believe how easy this is to build with just a few basic tools and materials. Whether you want to decorate your home or start selling your creations for profit, this project is a great way to turn your creativity into income. So grab your tools, hit that subscribe button, and let's start building your very own contemporary sofa, step by step. Now, let's really dive into how you can make your own wooden wine rack, a project that's not only practical but also stylish and profitable. When we think of a wine rack, most people imagine something fancy sitting in an expensive kitchen or restaurant. But the truth is, you don't need expensive tools or a workshop full of machines to make one. With just a few basic materials, a little bit of creativity, and the right measurements, you can build something that looks professional and sells fast. First, think about the design concept. Wine racks come in so many forms: wall-mounted, tabletop, floor-standing, or even hanging designs that fit under cabinets. Each one has its own character. For beginners, I always suggest starting small, maybe a simple tabletop rack that holds 4 to 6 bottles. It's compact, easier to handle, and perfect for people who live in apartments or small homes. Once you get comfortable with the design and tools, you can scale up and start experimenting with bigger, more decorative versions. Now, when it comes to materials, solid wood is your best friend. Pine, oak, or even reclaimed pallet wood can all work beautifully. Pine is soft and easy to cut, which makes it great for your first project. Oak or walnut gives a richer look, perfect if you want to sell premium pieces. If you're reusing wood from old furniture or pallets, sand it well and make sure it's clean and smooth. Reclaimed wood not only saves money but also adds a unique rustic charm that buyers absolutely love. The next step is planning your measurements. You'll want each bottle slot to be about 4 inches wide, allowing for the neck and base of a standard wine bottle. Always double-check the spacing before you cut. One simple trick: line up a few empty bottles on your wood before cutting, just to visualize how they'll fit. It'll save you from mistakes and wasted materials later. Once you have your pieces cut, assembly time is where the fun begins. You can use a strong wood glue, nails, or small screws depending on your design. If you want that clean, professional look, use wood glue and clamps to hold everything tight while it dries. Sand the edges carefully, because smooth surfaces make a huge difference in presentation. The smoother it looks and feels, the more store-ready your rack appears. Now let's talk about style and finishing, where your creativity really shines. You can stain the wood to give it a rich brown or dark mahogany tone, or paint it in light pastel colors for a modern farmhouse vibe. Some creators even use a two-tone finish, dark stain on the frame and natural wood for the shelves, to make their design pop on camera or in product photos. Don't forget to add a protective coat of clear varnish or sealant to keep the wood safe from moisture and make it last longer. This small step makes a big difference in quality and value. If you're planning to sell your wine racks, think about how you can make your design stand out. Maybe you could add an engraved pattern, a small logo, or even personalize it with initials or a family name. Personalized items always sell faster online. People love buying gifts that feel custom-made. Adding hooks for glasses, or a little storage area for a corkscrew, can also make your piece more functional and appealing to buyers. You might be surprised how popular wine racks are on platforms like Etsy, Facebook Marketplace, and Pinterest. Many people look for home decor items that look handmade, stylish, and meaningful. That's exactly what a simple wooden wine rack offers. You can start by making a few prototypes, taking some nice photos with good lighting, and listing them online. Even a small project can become a steady income stream once people start recognizing your style. Another beautiful thing about projects like this is how they let you express your creativity while keeping things eco-friendly. By using scrap or reclaimed wood, you reduce waste and give old materials a second life. And customers appreciate that. You can even mention handcrafted from reclaimed wood in your video or online listings. It adds authenticity and attracts buyers who value sustainability. If you're making the wine rack as part of your YouTube tutorial, remember to record each stage clearly, cutting the pieces, sanding, assembling, staining, and finishing. Viewers love seeing the transformation from raw wood to polished product. And while you're at it, share little tips, like how to avoid uneven cuts or how to make joints stronger. That's what keeps people watching and subscribing. Every tip you share adds value and builds trust with your audience. Finally, don't underestimate the presentation. When you finish your rack, set it up in a cozy background, maybe on a wooden table with a few decorative items around. It's not about the wine itself, it's about showing craftsmanship, creativity, and the satisfaction of making something beautiful with your own hands. Whether your viewers drink or not, they'll still appreciate the art, the woodwork, and the business potential behind it. So, take your time, enjoy the process, and remember, every project you complete improves your skills, builds your brand, and brings you one step closer to turning your hobby into a real source of income. That's what makes crafting so rewarding, it's creativity, business, and passion all in one. Now, let's talk about the heart of this project, making your sofa. When we say modern sofa, people usually imagine something sleek, minimal, and comfortable. And that's exactly what we're going for here. The beauty of modern design is that it's not about overcomplicating things, it's about clean lines, smart use of materials, and balance between comfort and style. You can start with a simple wooden frame. It doesn't have to be expensive hardwood, even durable plywood or recycled timber can work beautifully. What really matters is your design and the finishing. Once you've cut your base and sides, assemble them carefully, always measure twice, cut once. The frame gives your sofa strength, so take your time to make sure it's level and secure. Next, let's talk about the cushions, the part that makes your sofa not only good looking but also inviting. You can use high-density foam for comfort, wrapped in soft batting to give it that plush, modern feel. Cover it with a fabric that matches your style, maybe neutral tones like beige, grey, or white for a modern look, or go bold with dark green or navy for a more contemporary twist. Upholstery fabric doesn't have to break the bank, there are lots of budget-friendly options that still look luxurious. One of the secrets to giving your sofa that store-bought look is attention to finishing. Sand down any rough edges, apply a good quality wood stain or paint, and don't forget the small details like legs or armrests. Metallic legs, for example, instantly make the sofa feel more upscale. Adding a few throw pillows or a blanket can also make a big difference. Now, let's talk about something even more exciting, turning your creation into income. Once you've made your first sofa, take clear, bright pictures of it from different angles. Natural lighting works best for showing off texture and color. Post these on online platforms like Facebook Marketplace, Etsy, or local groups in your area. You'll be surprised how many people are looking for affordable, handmade furniture that stands out from factory-made pieces. If you're comfortable with social media, you can also promote your work on Instagram or TikTok. Share short clips showing your process, from cutting wood to sewing fabric, and people will be drawn to the craftsmanship behind your work. Viewers love transformation videos, and when they see how a few pieces of wood and fabric turn into a stylish sofa, it builds trust and interest. That's how you start building your audience and your customer base. Another smart idea is to offer custom designs. Maybe a customer wants a specific color, size, or cushion type. This gives you a chance to charge more because you're providing something personalized. Over time, as your work improves, you can even take small commissions or collaborate with interior designers who love unique, handmade furniture. The great thing about sofa making is that once you master one design, you can easily experiment with others, corner sofas, love seats, or even sofa beds. Each project builds your skills and adds value to your portfolio. And here's a secret many people overlook: the leftover wood or fabric from one project can often be used to make smaller crafts like stools, mini benches, or decorative shelves. Those smaller pieces can also bring in steady income, especially at local markets or craft fairs. Don't be afraid to start small. Your first piece doesn't have to be perfect. Every sofa you make will teach you something new: how to make tighter seams, how to pick better materials, or how to make your design sturdier. Each project is progress. Over time, you'll find your own style, and that's when your work really starts to stand out. And remember, people aren't just buying furniture, they are buying your story, the story of a person creating something by hand, with care, creativity, and pride. That's what makes handmade items valuable. When you share the making process, show your passion, and tell your viewers how you started, it connects them to your work emotionally. That connection often leads to more support, more sales, and loyal followers. Finally, the most rewarding part of all this isn't just the profit, it's the feeling you get when you finish your project and see it come together. And that's it, my friends, our beautiful, modern, and easy-to-make contemporary sofa is complete. Party popper. Just look at it, simple, stylish, and totally handcrafted by you. Whether you built it for your living room, customer, or to start a small business, you've done something creative and valuable today. Remember, every great journey begins with one project, and this sofa might just be the first step toward your next big success. If you learned something new or feel inspired to try this project yourself, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss my next DIY video. Electric light bulb. Also, share your thoughts in the comments, tell me how your version turned out, what fabric you chose, or what ideas you'd like to see next. I love hearing from you all and helping you grow your creativity right from home. Thanks for watching, stay creative, and see you in the next video. Person raising both hands in celebration.